Hi everyone, it's Dina, and this is Badass Books and Booze, and I am joined this week by Tiffany Fox, as
Hello.
usual,
Hello.
and our guest is Kelly Kazone.
Hi, everybody.
So you're supposed to say hello.
Hello.
Fox, as
Hello.
usual.
Hello.
And our guest is Kelly Kazone. Who the fuck is watching
Hi,
it?
everybody.
So you're supposed to say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
It's not me.
And our guest is Kelly
Dina, is your YouTube open?
watching it. Sorry, that's me. Fuck off, twat waffles. Well, honestly, I figured it because she did it last week.
Yeah.
So, all right, my bad. So we'll start over. Hi everyone, this is Dina. Oh fuck! Hold on one. Stop. Hi everyone, it's Dina, and this is Badass Books and Booze. And this week, my co-host Tiffany is with me. Say hello, Tiffany.
Hello, Tiffany.
And our special guest is Kelly Kazone. Now's when you say hello.
Hello.
And honest to God, I have not had anything to drink. Tiffany must be smoking crack in the bathroom because I don't see her on screen anymore. And Kelly, I know you, so you're probably 2 bottles in already.
Only one.
Okay, just checking.
Give me time.
So, let's talk about your books.
Let's talk about them.
Okay, so first off, what genre do you write?
I wrote romantic suspense. That's my go-to.
And your romance, is it sweet, fade to black, steamy?
Well, I guess it depends on who you ask. Me, it's steamy, but I've been told by people that read erotica that mine's like virgin sex.
Virgin sex is really awkward. So I don't.
It's really not. I mean, it's steamy, but it's not graphic.
Is it? So it's not fade to black.
No, it's sex. It's not real. It's not down and dirty. It's hot and heavy.
It's not erotica. It's like romantic type stuff.
It's romantic sex, not erotica.
Got it.
Okay, and that'll work. All right. So, wait a second. Scratch that. Tell me about you. Like, if I was a person who didn't know you, and I do know you because we have partied together at several book events, and
Yes.
mass quantities of alcohol and humiliation were involved on all instances.
Yes, they were.
And it's the morning after regrets. Holy shit, I did keep my clothes on. Kind of situations, yeah. So, tell us about you. What did you do before you got into being an author? What did you do in the real world before you picked up a pen and wrote a book?
Say hello to my handsome husband.
Hey, Dina.
Hi there, honey.
Hello.
I worked in business administration. I was the director of administration for a timeshare sales company. And so I had everything non-sales related to the tune of about $33 million a year budget. So that's what I did in real life. And then I had my young one and decided I didn't want daycare anymore. So I gave up my career and became a copywriter. And I did copywriting, advertising, ghostwriting, you name it. A freelance journalist. I wrote for Good Housekeeping, Ladies Home Journal, Examiner, a lot of online magazines and decided I was going to write books for a living.
Nice.
So that's what I do now.
How long? When did you publish your first book? And what was the title of your first book?
I published Tropical Dreams in 2010, I think. 2010. I think it was 2010. It was several years ago. Back before I had a clue what to do with it. I think I sold like 2 copies, and they were both me when it first came out. So, but it was Tropical Dreams. It's set in Garden City Beach, South Carolina. That's where I live, just outside of Myrtle Beach. So a lot of the places in the book are actual real places.
Right.
I wrote what I knew. It's a murder mystery, with
And-
mystery and murder being the main storyline. The romance is kind of like, it's got the romantic twist through it, but the main storyline is the murder mystery.
And what's it called?
Tropical Dreams.
Oh, okay. I thought you said another title in there. I was like, what?
No, Tropical Dreams is the first one.
Gotcha.
It's this one.
But
Okay.
you just had a new cover done for
The new cover, yes.
That's why it looks different. Okay.
Yes, it has all new covers because I'm not with my publisher anymore, so now I have nice covers.
Yeah, that's better than it was. I like it.
Yeah, much better.
And then you followed that up with
Tropical Nightmares. It is the sequel. The bad guy gets away and works with a partner, and from what I've been told, I actually managed to get clear through to the end before anybody can figure out who the bad guy is.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, I had my beta readers read it, and I said, if you figure it out before chapter 25, I'm going to rewrite it. And my daughter, of all people, figured it out in chapter 6, so I nixed it and started over. And so now it takes you clear to the end before you figure out who the bad guy is.
Good.
well, that's good.
Yeah, that takes
Yeah.
some skill. That takes some serious skill.
It was not easy because I found myself giving away too many little clues, but
How long
Lots
did
of
it take
hard
you to
work.
write the book?
it took me about a year to write the first version. It took me about another year or so to write the second version so that I was happy with it as far as the suspense. I wanted the suspense to make it through the book and not have people going, oh, well, I can put this aside. I figured out the bad guy in like the second page. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it took me about 2.5 years to actually finish it the way I wanted. So,
Got it.
And that's different than most people that are putting one out, every 3 months.
yeah, I won't do that. I write very realistic. I want the reaction when someone reads it to be realistic, and so I want them to have that feeling as everything that's happening, not just the romance, but the fear and the suspense and the mystery part of it. And to me, you can't do that in 3 months and do it effectively. So if it takes me 2 years to put a book out, then I would rather take my time and do it right than put out something I'm not proud of.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I like that.
Kudos to you.
Right?
Thank you. But I did things like in Nightmares. I'm married to a Marine, so he helps with the specifics of, guns and explosions and all that. But I was doing a scene where somebody had to be in the sleeper hold. I actually had him do this to me so that I could feel what it felt like. And, he didn't actually put me out, but I got the sense of it and how it was done. And so, I just said, one day put me in the sleeper hold, and he did.
He's like, I am one lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, and he was like, I have been waiting for this day.
I got permission to knock your ass out.
That's right.
And then, now, which one came first? A Whispered Christmas Wish, and is that just a novella that's part of a box set, or is
A
it
Whispered
actually for sale by itself?
It was part of a box set that I did for charity. It will release in December of this year independently. So the box set is not available. I was stuck with a small word count. The box set's gone away now, so I am adding back in all of the scenes that I had to cut to hit word count, and I'm releasing it again independently, actually in November.
Okay, and what is it about?
It is a contemporary love story. It is about two people that absolutely hate Christmas because of personal tragedies and come together in a way most people don't see coming. She works for a nursing home, and one of her residents doesn't have any family, and she finds out secretly that she does, and she brings them together, and they, fall in love in the process. So it's a Christmas love story that renews the Christmas spirit.
I like that.
Thank you.
I
It's,
really do. That just gave me goosebumps, by the way.
Thank you. It's supposed to.
hey, now you're Fated by Fire.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love the fucking cover for Fated by Fire. I
This
love
one?
the
Yeah. I love that cover. It's my favorite cover of all of them.
really great, lettering graphics on it. It's
Yeah, I love it. My cover designer did phenomenal with that one.
but now what's
Fated
your
by
word
Fire.
count on it? Is it considered a novel or a
It was a novella that was done for a box that I did this past Christmas for St. Jude's. That box set too has gone. So now that I have free reign, I am again adding in all the scenes that I had to cut and hit word count, and it releases in the September. Full length. It'll be a full length novel, and it is actually book one in a series of 3.
excellent? Because see, now I love series. I mean, just because me personally as a reader, I like series because I develop. I want to know more about the characters. I want to see the characters grow, and which is a lot of reason that I love the J.D. Robb In Death.
Yeah,
Is
love those.
because, it's Eve and Rourke, and you just see them through their courtship and all the way through. Now they're an old married couple with hot sex.
Yeah. Well, my tropical series is a $4 series. I have 2 out now. I have one comes out the beginning of 2017, and the second one will come out, or the final one will come out at the end of 2017. So it's a 4-book series. And then the Dragonfire series is a 3-book series.
Well, give me, or give the listeners, the elevator pitch for Tropical Dreams.
Tropical Dreams is where true love shines through death and deception. My main character doesn't realize who her father is as she's growing up. She's a daddy's girl. She sees him one way, and he's actually another. And the guy that comes after her in dreams is his enemy. And it's all behind the scenes. It's down and dirty and betrayal and just people being fake. But throughout all of it, she maintains who she is.
It's based on Facebook?
Yeah, pretty much based on Facebook. No, actually, it's based on real life, where you just don't know some people they're not who you think they are. And so that's what I try to display, that you can be an asshole in business and yet still be a loving father. One does not preclude or exclude the other. And so it's my way of showing the diversity in people, how you can be 2 different people at the same time.
The duality of a personality.
Exactly. And I get to blow lots of shit up, and so that's fun. I did. I blow up a lot of stuff. A lot of people get killed in my books, and I'm secretly Dexter. I love it.
You're like, sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, but so not sorry. It keeps people in my actual life totally alive.
Right? I'm sorry. I seriously think Dexter is my spirit animal, and I say it all the time. I love Dexter, but that's not what I write.
Yeah. Well, my husband said he figured out that there was something wrong with me when we actually started watching Dexter, because we'd be watching him and I'd be like, that was awesome, but I think I would have done this too. And my husband was like, you're scary.
Right?
No, I would have tortured him just a little bit more.
Well, I sit there and I find myself, watching the show, and I'm just smiling. I have this big shit-eating grin on my face, and I'm thinking, there's something wrong with me. Seriously,
Yeah.
I am too happy about whatever made him. And then I think about what shows do I actually watch. I watch Dexter, and like I'm on my third binge of Dexter, and I probably 8 to 10 times I've binged on Sons of Anarchy, and now I'm involved in Animal Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
Animal Kingdom. It's got Speedman. Is it Scott Speedman?
Scott Speedman.
And Ellen Barkin, and she's just amazing in it. And then Queen of the South, which is about the drug dealer from Sinaloa. And so, this is what I watch, but I don't write it. I write
Porn?
Not porn. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah. I think I'm going to have to try. No, I couldn't. See, I can't write erotica and porn because I start laughing. And I'm like, okay, if I am laughing through this, it is. Yeah, I laugh. And it's like, okay, I quit. I can't write sex.
Well, honestly, you have to laugh in the bedroom, or you'll cry.
Yes. Yes. I've been married 23 years. Yes.
Sorry. Oh, that's just me. That's just my bedroom. So, okay, anyway, get back to her books. This is not the podcast to discuss that. So you have, over the course of the next, 2 years, you've got 2 books planned out for your tropical series, and
Yes.
like the fleshing out of 1 book and 2 complete books for your Dragonfire series. Is that what you called it?
Dragonfire series. Yes.
And then the Whispered Christmas Wish. It's just a standalone.
It's a standalone, yeah.
Into another. Do you find writing series better for you as a writer?
Oh, yeah. I love to write series. To me, it gives me more. I can't write a standalone book because I just have so much I want to say about the characters, and I write from several points of view. If you read my books, you're going to know what my main characters and my bad guy are thinking and feeling, but I do it in a way that it really just flows. So for me, I have to expand those characters. So yeah, I have to write a series. I have several books coming out in the next 2 years. I do have the last 2 of the tropical. I have Faded and the next 2 in that one. I also have my next series that I've just started. Blind Attraction will release next year, and it is the first book in a 5-book series, which is everybody does Delta Force, everybody does SEALs. I took it a step farther. I have a Marine Force Recon. I have my main characters are one is Marine Force Recon, one is an Air Force pararescueman, one is a Mossad agent, former Mossad, one is former KGB. So I took all of the main ones from several different countries and threw them all together, and they solve international crime.
Nice.
Yeah, and I just started that one, so.
I have to ask, did you ever watch Covert Affairs?
Yes,
Because
love that
they
movie.
had the Mossad agent,
Hmm.
AL, and so when you said, you had a Mossad agent, that was the first thing that I thought of was AL.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd like to visit Israel for AL.
Oh, you and me both. I would love to go.
So, but so out of all of your characters, one character is your all-time favorite, and tell me about that character.
My favorite character actually is Alexa Wright, and she is in the book that is coming out in October. It's called A Moment in Time, A Mother's Love. It is about a mom and the sacrifices that she makes for her son. She's divorced and raising him alone. And it goes through, it is written from her point of view and the decisions that she has to make and the sacrifices that she has to make in order to do what's right by her child. And it's about being a mom and having to make choices that are not what's best for her, but are what's best for her child and what she goes through in order to make them. She's my favorite.
And is it part of a series?
No. It is. It is partially based. I was a single mom. My son was from my first marriage. It wasn't easy, and there were a lot of times where I had to do those things. I had to make decisions that weren't necessarily right for me, but they were right for him, and so I kind of took our story and expanded it. And my hope is to let mothers out there know that it's okay if you have to make a decision that's not good for you, but it's the best for your child. It doesn't matter. You're making the choice for your kid.
Right.
And so that's actually my favorite book. It's my favorite story. It's my favorite character.
And it's coming out when?
It comes out in October.
Do you have any pre-order links or anything like that?
Not yet, but I will. And here's the cover.
Send me that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's about a mom and what us moms go through. And so it's more of a love. I love my son, and he needs to know the things that I did and why. So.
Yeah, see, I still got 20 years before I can write that one.
Yeah. Well, see, now my son's 28, so I can write that. I can write it now. He's 28. He's a grown adult off doing his own thing. So now I can write the book and say, you're a little shit. See, now I have proof. I put it in writing.
Well, I've got the 20. How old is Alex? 23, 14, and 6. So I've got 20 years before I can write that story.
Yeah. Well, when my son was 14, he had to go live with his dad. He had never lived with his dad. We divorced when he was a toddler. And I made the decision to let him go. It was what was best for him. But it was not easy for me. And I had a lot of people look at me like, oh, look, she doesn't have her child anymore, even though I did it willingly for him. And so I know there's a lot of parents that make that same choice.
Well, and people need to mind their own damn business, too, because they don't know what your circumstances were. They don't know the situation. They don't know, they don't know anything.
They don't know you had divorce and custody by jury.
Oh, absolutely. And and it was what was best for him. He thrived, and it was I lived in a big town. His dad lived in a small town. He was the only grandchild there for a long time. He didn't have that same everyday life with them, and he deserved to have that chance. And so I let him have it, even though it broke my heart to do it, and it really was not something that was good for me, but it was for him. And so I wanted to celebrate that. I wanted to celebrate mothers that have the capabilities to do that. To say it's okay. Be a
Right.
mom. Take care of your kids. However it's right for you, not what's right for society.
Right.
And piss on everybody else.
That's right. They
Right?
don't like it, fuck them.
I can't take a joke. So, all right, Kelly. Well, thanks for joining us on Badass Books and Booze.
Thank you for having me.
And Kelly is also going to be appearing on Badass Pub, where we talk about publishing and we get nasty. No, I'm just joking. We don't. Sorry, that's Bitches After Dark.
Oh, I want to do that one too.
Well, if we do that one. So, on behalf of myself, I say good night, and we'll see you next week. Y'all gonna say good night?
Later.
Good night. Thank you.
Peace out.